Hello guys, my name is Tegan. I'm the CEO and founder of Lokalist, a company where we're helping change the future of your old smartphones for the environment. I'm here today to talk a little bit about the differences between Millennials and Gen Zers, Gen Zers, that's me, for RELEVO.
Hi, I'm Monica, and I am a front-end developer of Lokalist, and I am a Gen Z.
And I'm a Millennial. I'd say Millennials. We're the majority.
But 15 is not the majority. 15 is quite...
Yeah. You guys vibe with your friends. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever our friends tell us, like we do it.
I think my friends make poor purchasing decisions normally. That's a high percentage.
Yeah. Well,
I would
say Gen Z, but I'm also not a male.
yeah. Millennials.
Oh really?
Alright.
Gen Zs are even higher.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
It's 92%.
No
Okay.
way. I think that our mistake here was that we thought that 84 is high.
Yeah.
So that's why we
That's
Yeah.
why we put percentages, because sometimes you are like, is that too high or is that too low?
Yeah, I didn't expect Gen Z to be even.
But yeah, this one is definitely a Gen Z.
That's me.
Yeah. You guys.
Because I am a good person
Yeah.
and you're not. We're a better generation. It's proven now.
For the planet, anyway.
Yeah.
It's proven now. Yeah, there's still 24% of you there that are being bad people.
Yeah. But now 73 is not that high.
So it's probably more for the Gen Z.
Yeah, I would say millennials and
Yeah.
Gen Z are higher.
I'll go anyway. Gen Z are higher. Gen Z. Does that also include like Facebook messages?
That's why I wrote SMS.
I would say millennials.
Yeah, I would say that Gen Z will send more, but then messages are also, like SMS texts are also pretty
Yeah.
old-fashioned.
Yeah, I don't think Gen Z people, I think they're like Snapchat and Instagram and this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Super. That was a trick. That was the SMS, because it said
I see you.
in the research it said text messages, and I was like, and then I read what it meant. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Probably say that's millennials.
No idea. But that's pretty high.
Now you know, right?
78%.
Even though maybe you
That
don't,
must be fake.
it says that the research
Fake
said
news.
even though we don't go to church as much as other things, only 2 in 10 go to church with their families. Most of us believe in something bigger than ourselves. So we believe that there is, you know,
A God.
a God, whichever religion you are in.
Probably say millennials use all three more, and Gen Z is just using their mobile. So I'm gonna go with millennials. Millennials.
Nope.
Logical. No, Gen Z. No, not logical. No, that's good. Yeah.
Ah,
Yes. Yeah, I could see they're trying to trick us there.
You want to know like what's the meaning of idealistic, kind of?
It's like,
yeah. Go for it.
Kind of like sees the better in people, strives for perfection,
Me.
yeah.
but not only on themselves but on the world. Like, oh, I want the world to be perfect, right?
Still me.
It's still me. Millennials? What?
Yeah.
It's not you.
Gen
Well,
Zs.
maybe we are idealistic in the fact that like we want it to be good, but it isn't. Like we think it's good, we think it's perfect. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
millennials.
yeah.
Are the individualistic people.
That makes sense.
I
We're so bad.
There's no right or wrong. You just give your answer,
Oh,
and
we won't lose. Good.
So Gen Zers are really afraid of losing. No. Which is quite unfortunate because most of them are losers. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, for me, I think from the experience I have when I think about it, like some of the things I was saying, that I feel the generation just one younger than me cares a lot more about more than themselves. So it's like a less individualistic approach to both the way they see like life, their job, their work. So I'd see even, you know, as you said, you know, buying things on what their friends are kind of thinking about and stuff. I think that's maybe one of their most standout traits or differences from sort of people that I grew up with and I know what they're doing now. I think it's more we're kind of, yeah, we care about it, but we have our own personal missions as well that are tracked to our own personal success, I would say. So,
But then the fact said that we are also like career centered.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, I think you are career centered, but I think the careers you choose would be based on like not necessarily the highest paying job, but kind of a blend of, you know, getting paid, but the most satisfaction out of working at a place where, you know, they're doing something where they feel like they're making an impact.
like this.
Yeah, that's true. That's something very Gen Z that was born like literally a few years ago. I mean, Instagram influencers or bloggers.
They are working as they
vloggers,
live.
yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Getting
So-
paid
That's
for
true. Then I agree with the like
Gen Zers want to
work-life
get paid for
blend.
living.
Yeah, yeah, or like make money in a smart way
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we are-
Work smart, not hard. Don't work as hard as our parents or grandparents had to work.
I think that the new market is definitely the whole internet world, and which you may say that it like you don't have to work as hard, like as physically hard. If that makes sense, because it opens so many new things you can do
Yeah.
without going out of your home. But you're still working.
I definitely think that both of our generations work smarter, not harder, and so like that could be seen as maybe being lazy to some people, but I think we're just a bit more efficient
Yeah.
with the what we work with and on. So that would be how I say it. I also think we are growing up in much harder times in the future. So even right now, there might be some kind of weird things, but I think our generation in the long run will have to work harder than any generation before us to fix a lot of the mistakes that older generations have made.
Yeah.
It's like legacy code base, you know? Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go through and clean some of this stuff up in the next 100, 200 years, and I think that's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, like I also thought about that it was like a lot of things were invented by previous generations, and there was like a moment when I thought personally that, like what there is else to invent, but now I think we are all focusing on rethinking
Yeah.
and
Concept,
redoing
Yes.
stuff to make it more sustainable.
I think it's kind of like if we were to scale back like all the way to like cavemen, right? Like there was a generation that created tools, and then there was a generation that built things with those tools. And so like, well, one generation just like made hammers, like the next one came up with all the stuff you could do with a hammer.
And all of a sudden we have pyramids.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's like where we are now, is like the hammer was like the internet, and nobody really knew what they were going to do with it or what was exciting about it. And now it's like, okay, just starting to figure out all the
Social
cool
media platforms.
Yeah, just all the
yeah.
cool stuff we can do with these new tools that were created by earlier generations, and it gives us a lot of opportunity to make some cool stuff happen, and make money in ways that maybe earlier generations don't understand. Like why is this valuable? How did you start to create value out of this?
And the definition that we have of work.
Yeah.
What is work for my grandfather is not what I see as work now.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something that's just like because of the difference in tools that we have available to us. Work has changed, and we're not lazier, we just work differently.
Perfect.
That's fun. Boom.
Beautiful.